DKOldies is back. Why? Because Joey is a man.
No.
And he's actually going to start following Brazio and staring at people to cure them. That's DKOldies' next grift. Skip it up and that up. So the fever pitch of DKOldies has subsided. I've moved on to live streaming pastures. Oh, by the way, May 1st. I can't believe I'm just announcing this now. I have no time management skills whatsoever. But May 1st, this Monday, we're going to be having a 12-hour stream celebrating Philip Rennell's 7th anniversary of when he accidentally helped himself on camera. We're going to have pulsating chicken sandwiches. We're going to be watching a whole bunch of Phil. It sounds like torture, but it's actually going to be a good time. My editor is going to be co-hosting with me. 12 hours we're going to be streaming. Link to my secondary channel, RTU Streams, below in the description. It's going to be a pulsating chicken sandwich and shrimp good time to celebrate the incident of May 1st. Philip Rennell, I hope to see you there. He hates that I'm doing this, but that's kind of the fun of it. So, what has DKOldies been up to, Bird? Well, DKOldies, look, I'll give them credit where credit's due. They are successful. They know how to market. Joey is a man. He's the perfect spokesperson for a company like DKOldies. They get, for a small company who resells retro and refurbishes retro consoles, they do well. I even think they passed my subscribership on YouTube. I think that's the right word. And, you know, you would think they would have just moved on to greener, shady pastures. Like, just keep on reselling stuff to people saying it's refurbished and it's not. Well, no. They are still pinning comments and responding to people trying to throw us under the bus. And of course, I'm going to respond in kind. Because I don't like when people say that I'm just doing something to slander somebody. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel if I did that. Anyway, here is the comment. So they have an unlisted video right now, which is very strange that they have it unlisted. It's kind of like they're trying to sweep this under the rug because it's not something that a professional company would do, is pin a comment like this called DKOldies brings the PlayStation back to life. Shout out to the YouTuber Retro Bro for bringing this to my attention. I will have a link to his channel below in the description. I want to link this video, but it's unlisted. And DKOldies, I'm on their shit list, so they may say that I'm privacy infringing or privacy complaint, so I probably won't do that. But I assure you, I'm looking at the comment right now on their page. This isn't made up. I actually asked the Retro Bro, dude, do you know what video that's from? Because I just want to verify it first, because Mudahar just said that in his video about the Feature Man, which that's a whole other can of worms. I can't just go by a screen cap, and neither can Mudahar. If I don't see it with my own eyes and I don't see the comment typed out, not just a screen cap, to me it's hearsay. But Retro Bro did send it to me, and I'm looking at the comment right now. And again, it's making it like we're just trying to make them look bad. And that pisses me off greatly. Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, this is what the comment says. All my stuff has been absolutely fine. I think these other YouTubers hating, with quotes around it, love using DKOldies' name just to get their views up. I didn't even know who the hell DKOldies was when I first started making videos on them. People just said, oh, I heard mixed stuff about them. So I'm like, let me check them out, might make for an interesting video. And it sent me down a 7-mile rabbit hole. I have no hat in the ring whether to like or dislike DKOldies. I take their products out of the box as they are, right on camera, and I call it as I see it. And let's keep it real, I actually said the past couple consoles, the Sega Genesis and the N64, were in decent shape. So if I was hating on the company, wouldn't I have just like thrown the Sega Genesis against the wall, then put it on camera to make sure it looked beat up? If I was just trying to lie about them, but whatever. Let's continue. Funny how any title with DK's name in it, they get triple the amount of views. Grammar should be learned here. Honestly, buy something, and if you're not happy, I'm sure it will be returned no problem. This person is an idiot and missing the point. I got multiple products in a row. Like, it wasn't just a coincidence in a row that didn't even seem like they were touched, let alone refurbished. It wasn't like I got one and it was a one-off and I was just cherry-picking this. Literally each console that I ordered in a row. I even sent one to a different address that DKOldies wouldn't know. And that was the Xbox actually I did that with, and didn't even read discs. It had struggled to read discs. In the beginning, it didn't at all. I guess when the laser warmed up, it started to struggle and actually load something up, but you could hear it was struggling. So what are you talking about? These they weren't doing their job, and after they smelled a lawsuit possibly coming, then all of a sudden the consoles are cleaned, and then all of a sudden I'm getting the N64 and Sega Genesis. We weren't lying about this, so everyone's saying that. Shut the hell up. So see for yourselves. But all my orders have been spot on every time. Can only go off what I've seen and witnessed for myself. And although you can't see this right now, I'm looking on my Chrome browser, which has a plugin installed so you could still see dislikes on YouTube. And it is at 365 likes this video and 574 likes. I'm sure that contributed to the fact as to why they unlisted this video. So, this company is amazing. Could you imagine Sony coming out and pinning a comment like that, or Microsoft, or Nintendo, or Intellivision? Yes, of course Intellivision would. You see my point there? A company who is ethical, who doesn't have something to hide, doesn't act like this. Whenever they do, it's just suspect, and you know something else is going on behind the scenes. This is not a professional way to act. Instead of throwing the YouTubers under the bus, how about DKOldies, you do a better job? It reminds me of Tommy Tellerico. Instead of sitting there and grinding behind the scenes to actually get the Amico out the door, his ego was being bruised, and he went around white knighting to literally channels who were run by 14-year-olds with 300 subscribers. When I see companies doing things like this, or CEOs like Tommy Tellerico, well, he cosplayed as a CEO, doing things like this, it makes me wonder about the character of the people running the company and how the company is actually being run. No matter what you say, DKOldies, all I did was take your products that you said were refurbished out of the box, open them up, and saw if you actually refurbished them. And minus the Sega Genesis and N64, the Nintendo, the Xbox, and the PlayStation 2 were in piss poor condition and were not refurbished. And I'm not the only person saying this. Jacob Barr got multiple consoles in a row. He went through a war story, and countless other YouTubers. Like, what are we doing? Are we opening up the systems and taking a dump inside of them and closing them back up to be like, oh my God, Joey released a turd in here? No, we're not. We're calling it like we see it. And if you don't like it, too goddamn bad. This is why you're on the brink of a class action lawsuit, because you're scummy. This is Rich of ReviewTechUSA signing out. Have a good one. Put Joey's head up my ass so I could use it as a Q-tip.
You blew it.